You are welcome to Redeem to Shine on GH Gospel Radio, where we empower you to let your light shine before all men. I am Risa, your host, and on today's episode of the show, I'll be sharing with you a message I have titled Get Your Fire Back. And you just don't want to miss it. So stay tuned with me. Kindly share the link with your friends and family. We are using a moment to do so. We are sharing the link. Thank you for sharing the link. If you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel or social media platforms, as I did mention early on, our topic for today is Get Your Fire Back. And when we look at society today, it is filled with challenges, it is filled with uncertainties, and it is very easy for us to lose our fire. It is very easy for us to want to pause. And while there is nothing, absolutely nothing wrong with things, I just want to let you know or to remind you that we don't have to pause. We don't have to give up when we can do more. We don't have to pause when we can do more. And when we pause, when we give up, that is not the end. We can always take it back from where we got to. We can always continue the journey from where you have gotten to. It is just like boarding a vehicle and then maybe the car have issues on the way and you have to pause, you have to get down till it is fixed or to another vehicle comes along. So we never have to give up. We can pause, we can take a moment, we can re-strategize, but we just don't have to give up. And that is why we always have to make sure the zeal with which we started any journey or anything at all do not get quenched. We preserve that zeal. We just have to preserve that zeal all the time. Now the question is, how do we get our fire back? One of the easiest way to get our fire back is to admit that we are losing it. It is to admit that we no longer have the zeal. It's no longer there. That is the get our fire back in your journey. When did it start? When did you start losing that zeal? When did you start losing that fire, that passion in your career, in your business, in your finances, or in your social life? When did you realize, or when do you think the whole losing of interest, the whole losing of passion, the whole losing of zeal started? Reflect on your journey. What went wrong? What is the trigger? What are some of the things that triggered you? What influenced you to want to take a course? What went wrong? Reflect on your journey, all the various areas of your life. Whatever area of your life that you feel like maybe in your academic life you've started failing, you just have to reflect, look back. I'm not asking you to look back and feel back. I'm asking you to look back so that you'll be able to identify where the triggers started from. Be able to identify when it all started, when you started losing interest, when just look back. What went wrong? What could you have done better? What didn't you do? Or all of those things. Until you are able to reflect on them and then highlight what they are, identify what they are, you will be able to get your fire back. Let's take a look at our prayer life. You realize that the fire with which you started your spirituality or your Christian life, it's not like it used to be anymore. Why did you stop praying? What discouraged you? Why do you feel lazy? What is the actual problem? Why are you not praying like you used to do? Why are you not consistent with your prayers like you used to do? Reflecting on your journey will help you to be able to identify your problems and to address them. Now, the second step I want to share with you is reconnect. Reconnect your prayer life. Reconnect your social. Reconnect whatever you've lost connection with. You have to reconnect it. But the only way you can build that reconnection is through prayer. By now, you should know that prayer is the key. Like, I know sometimes you have to, put in other effort, take other steps. But the first step is to pray. You can't take any steps if you've not committed it into God. You can't go ahead of God. That's why you need to reconnect with prayer. Why have you stopped praying? When things start going off, just know that your prayer life is under attack. Just just know that your prayer life is under attack. Because it is okay to face challenges, it is okay for things not to go away. But for us to lose our faith and zeal, it means that we lost that connection with prayer. Revive your prayer life and ask God, ask the Spirit of God to help you. Listen, we can't do that on our own. When we lose our faith, when we lose the zeal, when we lose our fire, it only takes the Spirit of God. The Spirit of God. And you just can't say, oh, I'll get my fire back, I'll get my zeal back, I can do it on my own. And you just say it randomly without thinking that, without prayer, it won't work. Without me communicating to God, asking God to take charge, it just won't work. One of the ways that you also can't overlook when it comes to getting your fire back is the scriptures, like reading the scriptures, immersing yourself in the scriptures. That is word is engraved in our heart. What are the plans of God? Certainly, the plan of God is not for us to quench our fire or for our fire to be able to be quenched or for us to lose our zeal or our faith. No. Reading or studying the word of God will not only inspire you, will also remind you of God's promises. It will remind you of God's plans for you. It will remind you of your past as a Christian, as a child of God. Study the word. Study the word. It's one of the ways by which you can reactivate your faith. Knowing what God says about you, knowing what God says about your situation, knowing the plans of God for your life, knowing the promises of God for your life. It's a very effective way to reclaim your power, to revive your faith, to activate your faith. And to get your fire back. So study the word. Study, meditate upon the word day and night. You just can't get your fire back without activating your faith. No, you need the word of God. So for you to be able to get your fire back, you need to read the word, study the word. Yes, worship and praise. When Job lost everything, he praised God, he worshipped God, because he knew that whatever he had that he has lost currently was given to him by God, the blessings of God. And so if he had lost it, he could have decided to be praised. When you worship, you are inviting God into his power. We know who he is. So praise is one of the ways in which you can get your fire back. Don't overlook or underestimate the power of worship and praise in getting your zeal back and in activating your faith. The final step I want to share with you is the power of community. Listen, fellowship with others, join retreats, join conferences. Who are your accountability partners? Who are your mentors? Who are your friends, family? Listen, your community plays a very big role in ensuring that you get your fire back. So if you are at that place that you feel like you've lost your fire, speak to someone. Join conferences. Pray with others, fellowship with others, study the word with others. Join retreats. You can't do it alone. You need God, you need the Spirit of God. You need to take very relevant steps. But you equally need people, you equally need others. It makes the journey easier. If you haven't shared the link, kindly do so. Let's take a moment to share the link. Just a minute. Thank you for sharing the link. This is where we draw the curtains down. This is Redeemed to Shine on GH Gospel Radio. I'm Lisa and I have been your host. Until we meet again, I hope that you'll be able to get your fire back. We guide you to get your fire back. And don't forget to shine. I'm Lisa. Stay.